And we'll get started with the static pages. The first thing I just want to throw out, this might be redundant for some of you, but how do I actually find the SEO enhancement for the static pages? So if you click on the Pages tab in your control panel, click on the little magnifying glass or hover over the magnifying glass next to one of the pages, and then click on Search Engine Optimization, you'll be taken to a page that looks like this. From there, you've got like 5 different options. The first one being the no follow option. That is one that for most of your pages you're going to want that to be set to no. What that does is it kind of tells the search engines not to follow the links to this page in the menu. So for most of your pages you're going to want that to be set to no. You want to pay careful attention to that because sometimes it can get set to yes and maybe you're not paying attention. If it is set to yes, what you'll see is you'll see a little G next to the word in your menu in the control panel. So be sure that that one, for most of them, set to no. If it is set to yes, what that's going to mean is that all of the page rank, all of the power of one of those pages isn't going to get passed on to the other pages of your website. So you want to keep that set to no for the most part. The only reason really for you maybe to set it to yes would be like your contact page, for instance. That might be a page that you don't want all the link love from your home page to get passed on to your contact page. So you might set that one to yes. I'm not making a case for that, but that's the one reason why you might set it to yes if you just don't want all the link love to be passed around to a page that's not really that important for search engine optimization in your navigation. But just pay careful attention to that one and don't let it get set to yes if you don't want it to be. The next one is the title tag. This is probably the most important of the on-page factors for search engine optimization. A few recommendations about your title tag. It should be limited to 64 characters. You're going to want to have a unique title tag for every page on your website and include your keyword phrase in your title tag. So for instance, for this page here, the keyword phrase might be Kerrisdale Homes, or it could be Kerrisdale Homes for Sale. This is the home page of this website, so it even has the realtor's name, George Smith. So Kerrisdale Homes for Sale by George Smith. And where this shows is it actually shows above the URL in the bar of your browser. So this is a snapshot from Firefox from Mac, and you can see the title tag showing there just above the URL Kerrisdale Homes for Sale by George Smith, and that's the home page of the website. Important too to think about this, write this as a compelling sentence if you can, not just keyword stuffing. This will actually show on Google as the blue link to your website. So if somebody searches and your website shows, this will be the blue link on Google. So don't just keyword stuff. Write a compelling sentence there if you can. The next one down is what's called your meta keywords. These aren't really critical for search engine optimization. They used to be, but they're not as important now. They don't really show anywhere on your website except for in the source code. I just took a snapshot of the source code from this page, and the second line there where it says meta name keywords, these are the keywords that are listed for the home page. Just a few recommendations for your meta keywords. You would want to have a unique set for each page on your website again. You don't need to repeat any words, so what you'll see on some websites is you'll see Vancouver Homes for Sale, Vancouver Listings, Vancouver Properties, Vancouver Condos. So they're repeating the word Vancouver over and over again, and that can raise a red flag for the search engines, so that can cause some concern. So best to not repeat any words. You're not trying to create phrases here. You're just sticking in little keywords, just tags for each page. I separate them with a space. Some people separate them with a comma. There's the recommendation that I would throw out to you is to use spaces to separate them, because again, you're not trying to shoot for phrases or anything here. And probably 10 to 15 per page. Again, this isn't hypercritical. The most important thing is you don't want to repeat lots of words, and you don't want to have 500 meta keywords in there. So Just keep those limited and unique for every page. Before I move on to the next one, I just want to throw something out here. If you didn't hear this at the beginning, towards the end of the presentation, we'll have time for Q&A. If you want, you can go ahead and throw your questions into the chat window, so that way they'll be logged for us, and at the end of the time, we can kind of go through them that way. So if something comes to your mind while I'm talking, and you don't want to forget about it, just type it into the chat window, and we'll have it there, and we can answer those questions once we've gone through the enhancement. So the next one is the meta description, and this also shows in the source code a few recommendations about the meta description. Limit it to 150 characters, should be unique for every page on your website, and you'll also want to include your keyword phrase in there. So for this page, the meta description, you'll notice it says, "Finding you the right Kerrisdale home." So there's our keyword phrase again, Kerrisdale home, and it is limited to the right number of characters. The other thing that's important to point out is that your meta description will often show on Google as the black text. So people are actually going to interact with your meta description, so take time and write complete sentences, use proper grammar, include your keyword phrase, and maybe write something compelling, especially for your home page. A call to action could be really important. And so I would just want to encourage you to keep that in mind as you're writing your meta descriptions. I just got a notice on my screen that said that they're experiencing problems with the audio. Can everybody hear me okay? Just give me the thumbs up there in the chat window if you're still able to hear me. The next portion that's talked about is the okay, everybody can hear me good. Thanks. Sorry, my computer kind of slowed down for a sec. So the next part is the page description used for the sitemap. So this just shows on the HTML sitemap for your website. The importance of this for search engine optimization is that it gives you it gives those links on the sitemap some context for Google. So when they go and crawl your sitemap, it's another way for you to make their job easier and tell them what this page is about. You don't want to use a long sentence here, a keyword or two. So for this page, it's just Kerrisdale homepage because this website is all about Kerrisdale. So we just reiterate that with the page description used for the sitemap. So that's kind of it for the on-page factors that the Ubertor SEO enhancement addresses for the static pages like your home page, about us page, for buyers, for sellers, those kind of pages, any pages that you add to the menu. One thing that I just want to throw in, I don't have any slides for this, for the listing pages, you don't want to use this search engine optimization enhancement because all of your listings, you make those changes with the listings module. So in the main menu, when you're back in your control panel, I'll just jump back here. When you're in this section, if you hover over the magnifying glass next to your listings and select search engine optimization, it'll allow you to make some changes there, but it'd be best for you to not do it in this place. You want to do it on the actual listings pages. So we'll go to the listings now and kind of show you some of the things that you can do with that. Oh, sorry, there was one other thing that I wanted to mention about the static pages. This is a little bit of one that's maybe